So this is the video to demonstrate if there's a furnace tube rupture. We can go to the questions and you can select the second case. You can go to system function and then press the start. Now we wait for a while. Once it's done, now we go to the editing function menu. So we'll go to the script. Select the second case, then we can start the case by tapping the first button, 事故触发. So now the case has begun. So we'll go to the accident confirmation, select the second atmospheric pressure furnace rupture, and then we can submit this to indicate that to show that we have reported the accident. So now we close the inlet solenoid valve XV227 of the atmospheric furnace by clicking on it. So we report to the monitor that the inlet solenoid valve XV227 for the fuel gas in the atmospheric furnace has been closed. And then by clicking on the TIC204 blue thing, we can close the TV204 valve. Is the valve for the fuel gas in the atmospheric furnace. Click the hand menu, and from the data we key in 0 to close it. So now we report on the monitor that the inlet regulating valve TV204 for the fuel gas in the atmospheric furnace has now been closed. Next, we'll have to close the front and rear hand valve of XV230. So once we're done that, we report it to the main operator that we've closed the front and rear hand valve of XV230. And then next, we'll direct back to the digital control interface. Then we click on the FIC202, and then we will manually set the data to 0 to close the FV202. We'll do the same for the FV203 later also. You can do the same by pressing on the blue interface and then set the thread manually, and the key the data is 0. Then we will close the valve. Then once we are done with that, we report to the monitor that the control FV202 and FV203 of the atmospheric furnace have now been closed. And then after that, we repeat the same thing by going to the side by closing the rear hand valve of FV202, the front and rear hand valve. The same goes for the one at the FV203. So we report to the chief operator that the front and rear hand valve of the feed valve FV202 has now been closed. Once the furnace inlet has been isolated, we now close the outlet XV211 and XV212 to isolate the exit as well, and then we can report it back to the operator that the exit of the furnace has been isolated. Then we can close the outlet of the pump P2103, XV203, close it, and then we close also the inlet XV202. Finally, we open the steam valve for the furnace tube XV604 to let the steam flow inside the furnace. Once we are done with that, we will report back to the dispatch room that the atmospheric and vacuum has been isolated. Please organize an emergency shutdown to ensure the safety of other ministry. Then we can stop this simulation as you are done with it. You can just go back to the script, the incident script, and then we can just press the stop to cancel the script. Then after the loading is done, we'll get a tracking scheme where we will show that we do all the steps correctly. It should be coming out now soon. And as you can see from the scene, we did all the steps correctly, we got all the points. So that's it for question 1A.